right, welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. We're here giving you the top 5 box office numbers for week 49. Dad Panther, sir, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. How you guys doing out there in TV land? Can I say TV land?
You
We
can say
doing
whatever
that?
you want on here,
I
to
can
be
say
honest.
whatever I want. Subscribe.
Yes. And before we get into those box office numbers, if you guys like the content we're putting out, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, alert button. Make sure you guys join the collective community and contribute to helping this page grow. All right. So if you are joining us for the first time, this is where we talk about the recent weekend and the top 5 earnings in the box office, comparing them to what we had on the week before. I will remind you guys what we had last week. Let's hear the top 5 last week. We had Moana at 139.7, Wicked 81, Gladiator 2 at 31, Red 1 at 12.7, and the best Christmas pageant ever at 3.2. Those numbers were as of Tuesday morning last week, so they were pretty accurate. Today's numbers that we're going to give you are as of 9 p.m. Monday evening. So they may be a little different if you end up looking them up a little later. They tend to finalize on Tuesday. All right, so not much came out this past week, so the battle for the top 5 was pretty much the same because we had a couple of independent stuff come out. I had a film called The Order come out. We had a film called Pushpa: The Rule Part 2 come out. Solo Leveling anime was released in theaters. Interstellar was re-released in the theaters. Y2K was a new movie that was released. There was a lot of little things that were jumping out there, but I don't think it was enough to really shake up the top 5. So what you saw before is probably what we're going to get competing here. So let's just go ahead and move into number 5 for this week. Number 5, Red 1, back up in there. 7 million, 4 weeks in theaters, going strong. I feel like as we get closer to Christmas Day, it'll continue to make a little money. Not sure if it'll stay in the top 5 with the next couple of weeks we got, but it will continue to make some money throughout the holidays. So shout out to them.
Now, did they catch their budget on that one?
So that's actually, see, now you're asking the detailed questions, making me expose that I don't even know what their overall budget was. I forgot. See if I can get you that. So the budget was 250 million.
Oh my goodness.
And then, as I've stated before, they may make that worldwide, but the studios do not count it as a profit unless it makes it domestically. So worldwide, it's made 164.5 million. All right, so that will be considered a flop unless they make the money back on the back end with the rentals on demand. We shall see.
The box is closed, ain't nobody buying it.
All right, so number 4 is a little bit of a shakeup. We got Pushpa. Yeah, Pushpa: The Rule Part 2. All right, made 9.3 million. First week in theaters, came out with a bang. These movies, they always just come in and hit, and I'm always like, damn, we need to get on top of this stuff. We're missing.
I heard a lot about this one. Yeah, I want to see this one. Yeah,
we're definitely missing an opportunity here.
And this doesn't even play in all the theaters either, guys. Like, this is a select few theaters, and it still beats out these movies that are released nationally.
It's in 1,245 theaters. Red 1 is in 3,150 theaters.
Somebody got a lump of coal.
Yeah, 1,200 theaters. That's a milestone. That's big. That's big. All right. So number 3 is Gladiator 2, hanging in there. It was number 3 last week. This is his 3rd week in theaters. It's number 3 this week at 12.5 million. Domestically, it has made 132.8 million overall. Now you got me wondering what the budget was.
Yep. I mean, it did better than Red 1.
Let's see if I can give you that estimated budget.
It's not making Venom money, but it's doing all right for himself.
Good. Shout outs to Venom for not being in the top 5 2 weeks in a row. Last week it didn't make it. This week it didn't make it. I'm actually very pleased with that.
You're just gonna have a streak about that. You'd be like, oh, it's 347th week since it fell out of the top 5.
Oh, they're not even really sharing that budget. It's estimated to be at 103 million, but I don't have a hard number for sure. So Gladiator 3 is at 132 domestically. So that's a win, and we know it's made money worldwide. All right, so moving on to now the battle for number one. So we're gonna see what number two was. Last week, number two was Wicked, and I was actually surprised there wasn't a closer battle. Let's see what we got this week. Number two is Wicked again with 36.4 million. This one is definitely making its money. It's domestically made 322. My goodness, what has it made overall? Let's double check that. Overall, it's made 457 million worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah, 322 is domestic in the US. So it's
popular.
It's making its money here. And we know part two comes out in 2025. So that's gonna they definitely they're definitely gonna just break it in and make
and
money.
then man, the streaming is gonna pick up once it hits streaming, then streaming again before the next one comes out if they don't plant something in the middle.
Oh, and then they're gonna do the double feature,
Yeah,
we'll just be in the movies all day, just singing along. I mean, they don't want you to sing
well,
along.
yeah, I was about to say, don't be sitting there popular. Don't be doing it. I'm gonna throw a fucking collector edition popcorn container at you. That's probably what Ariana Grande is telling her. Don't sing in the theater. That's probably that's what it was.
That's what the movie's about. Yeah, that's what she's whispering right now. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. She was like, "Don't outshine me." I mean, anyways. So
you know what? The thing that is interesting, the 1 and 2 for the last 2 weeks have been musicals.
They have been.
Lynn writing for Moana, and then this one, and then Joker couldn't find its spot.
Joker was not supposed to be a musical. These movies have always been musicals, though. So that's their lane. Joker tried something it shouldn't have.
Go check out our review. Shameless plug.
So I think it's pretty obvious what we have here for number one. Moana with another 51.2. After only 2 weeks in theaters, Moana is domestically made 299 million. Let's see where we're at overall. Overall, worldwide, it has made 600 million. Jesus Lord.
Goodness gracious. And what I wanted to say, and I didn't say it beforehand, was I believe this is going to be more successful than Inside Out 2. Now, I don't know number wise, but wish I would have had that on camera, but I feel like
I wish you would have prompted me to have that ready so we can. But you know what? We might be able to have that conversation on next week's numbers because Moana is it could still have another resurgence. It could still be at number one for a third week in a row. We can see next week. It's going to be very interesting.
That makes sense.
It could, and then we can have those numbers ready. So, let's see here. Your top 5 for week 49, and there it is. Moana number 1, Wicked number 2, Gladiator 2 at number 3, Push for the Rule at number 4, and Red 1 back at number 5. And shout outs to Venom for not being in the top 5 again.
And it's funny, I like looking at the movies to see that there's something that they have in common. Almost every movie except for Wicked has a number in it, 1 or 2. And then like 3 of the movies have the number 2 in the title. So I was like,
that's still, yeah. And then you got a couple that are actual musical sing-alongs, yeah. Yeah, I like it. All right, guys. So those are our top 5 box office numbers for week 49. If you guys like this video and the content we put out, make sure hit that thumbs up, subscribe button, alert, join the collector community, and help this channel continue to grow so we can continue to give you the content that we love to bring you guys. All right, so I'm here with the Dad Panther. I'm Legacy Lingo. We want to thank you guys for joining us for the episode of Critics Collective, and we will see you on the next one.